Thank you. I'm Wilson America is here with another episode of Late Dog Show. Breaking news. President Trump, for the 6,000th time, survived an assassination attempt. Bro, really? You know, for the first time or second time, you could see that's epic. But if you survive 6,000 times, like something shady is going on. You know, like you cannot say like you can't get lucky that much. But however, the story is about President Trump went to the Turkey for the NATO Summit, and over there on the way back, that was a intel. They were saying the Iran has a knowledge where you are and the Air Force One where it is landing and we're gonna take off from. So you have to switch the plane. So he went up and from the back of the plane went down. You know, like a Tom and Jerry, open this door and exit from the other door. But that's not the weird part. The weird part is he did that not once but twice. So on the second plane, also he switched to the third one to use the other ones as decoy, which is like a little weird because Iran could only know the first plane where it was, let's say, satellite images from China, from Russia, you know, information and stuff. Okay, fine. But the second one, only probably Turkey would know that there's a second plane over there because the first plane was the Qatari Air Force One, the one that was gifted from Qatar to President Trump, and second one was the classic Air Force One that always all the presidents use, and the third one we don't know, probably Steve Witkoff or somebody, I don't know, some of the private jets. But then he used it to the third one, like, and still he was afraid maybe he gets assassinated. Bro, who would have known about the third plane already over there? Because they switched the plane the last minute. It's a little complicated, but in order to make it easier for you to understand, I'm gonna show it to you. All right, you know the game, guess which hand? It is guess which ball this time. So as you can see, well, you know, last week I was a mentalist and now I am a magician. But what I'm trying to say is, so there were three planes. One of them was the Qatari one that was gifted by Qatar to President Trump. Other one was the classic Air Force One. And the third one that I really want you to pay full attention, which is, we don't know which plane it was, if it was like basically a Steve Witkoff plane or somebody else's plane, but still, whatever the plane was, that we don't know which one it was subject to the threat. Like, how is it even possible? Who would have known that? Like the first plane, okay. The second plane, let's say somebody had a spy in the Turkey, could see that. But the third one, we don't know. So this is the Trump. It should have been orange, but okay, just kidding. Yeah, this is the Trump. And this is the Air Force One, classic one. And this is the basically the Qatari one. So they use all of them as decoy. So now I'm going to explain it the way that you could understand better. So this is the one that Trump is there, Air Force One and the Qatari. So first the administration, people of inside the cabinet, like Marco Rubio, got in there. And then on the other one, the classic one, the journalists got there. And they switched between each other. And then the Trump came to the second airplane and then went down through the back door and then hop on the third one. And everyone thought this is the one that had the Trump on because all the journalists were there to ask the question. But then after when they saw that, oh, Trump is not there, so he was probably with his people in administration, but actually they were not that there either. So now that we don't know who is who and where they went to the plane, so it gets super confusing. But if right now you could tell me which one Trump is in, the object is inside the bowl, which one's it? It means we can know that who was behind the assassination. That was Iran with the help of, you know, China with those satellite images that they were providing to the Iran during the war, or Russia had some intels. Or even that was Turkey was helping with that because Turkey, of course, it's their airport. They know that what plane is coming and what plane is leaving. Or somebody else. Okay, now tell me, which one do you think Trump is in? Which one? This? Are you sure? Okay. Oh, yes. You got it right. So, yeah, maybe Iran could have that knowledge. But wait a second. Something is off. Let me try this one. Still is there. What about the third one? It cannot be. That was only one object. Like, how can it be in all three of them? Oh my God! Trump was in all three of them. You like that? You like that? Yes. So, it means it was all fake. It was all made up. CIA had low confidence over the intel that was generated by Israel, derived by Israel, not US generated. It was Israel was pushing this propaganda by this lie to convince Trump that you're under attack. So he gets mad and then come back to the war. It was all fake, man. All right. But yeah, journalists were so afraid. They said, like, you use us as a decoy, like they were in the plane that they thought it's going to be attacked. And just imagine if we lost all those journalists, who would have asked all those good questions to know some secrets behind Trump's personality. For example, like Trump had some weird obsession with Obama. He kept complaining about Obama, like you can see his tweets. And weird enough, everything that he warned us that Obama would do, he has done it himself. As if he had some level of fetish or kink, to admire a villain that he's making in his mind. So he made Obama a villain that always Trump wanted to be. Makes sense, right? But how come? One of the journalists with one of the questions could unveil that secret behind the Trump. Take a look.
You said the anti-weapon. I'm with ABC News. You said the
BBC?
ABC.
Oh, ABC. That's worse.
You said the
I like
anti-weapon.
BBC better than ABC.
I like BBC better.
You cannot make this stuff up. You just can't. So now we see that why he had so much obsession with Obama, because he wanted to be like him. For example, he already said that everything that he said Obama would do that, he's doing that. Why? Because he wanted to be the Obama in his mind he created. Why? Because of that. Makes sense. But you might say, bro, this is our Republican president. But he doesn't represent all the conservative people in this country who voted for him. I understand. Trump wasn't famous for being conservative. So how would we judge conservative? Not only those Republicans are coming to act like a conservative to get their vote. For example, like let's say, who was the leader of conservative movement? Charlie Kirk. It's fair, okay. And then see who was the most conservative one when they asked that question from Charlie Kirk. Take a listen.
Who is more conservative and why?
Erika.
Yes.
No, Erika is very conservative. And
I was raised well.
Yes, you have a great mom.
I'm great mom.
Great parents.
My grandparents.
All right, okay. The leader of conservative movement was Charlie Kirk. And when he was asked who is more conservative, he said Erika. So Erika is more conservative than Charlie Kirk, who is the leader of conservative movement for the youth in America. Fair enough? Let's see how conservative is Erika Kirk.
I have respect for the individuals that are in the pornography industry, not because they're degrading women or anything like that, but because that's their field and they are professionals. So I give them credit for being able to have a job and make money and stimulate the economy that way. We live in a free country, so if you want to watch it, turn on your pay-per-view.
Oh, God. Did you see that? There are stuff that we have to unpack here without getting too graphic, right? Since we were talking about the Trump's fetish, now we are talking about the corn industry. So first she said, listen, I'm not saying they are degrading. So it means she doesn't think it is degrading. She said it is good because they are making money so they can stimulate our economy. So the question was about the morality. She was the Miss Arizona or something. So the question was about if it is okay or not. She was saying it's okay because they are making money, so they stimulate the economy, so they pay taxes. And then in the end, she said, if you want to watch it, the question was about the morality aspect of it. But she said, just make sure you pay for it, pay per view. Like, who would have made the topic like that? Just it's about if it is ethically wrong or right. Make it about all money, like pay taxes, stimulus economy, pay per view, don't steal it, don't pirate it. Who would have brought this version of conservative to her? I'm wondering.
Israel, Jewish people. It's awful.
But look, it's called Judeo-Christian value for a reason, right? So I'm going to be a good conservative and use the pay-per-view, click on the pay-per-view and consume the content. Not because I'm immoral person, just because I want to stimulate the economy. Don't you want to be a good conservative guy? Then go for it. You guys go work harder. I'm gonna help the economy with the pay-per-view. Have a good night.